Yeah, hi there, folks. This is Kim Willis, and today's topic is called How to Spot a Scam. How to spot a scam. Now, the word scam is often used by people. It's thrown around with gay abandon, and I think that most people don't even know what a scam is. Um, you join a program, you pay some money uh, to the company that's behind that program, and you don't make any money from that program for whatever reason. Does that necessarily mean that that particular program is a scam? And the answer has to be no. Yet often people are tempted to call something a scam even though other people are making money from that identical program. And I think that's probably one of the tests. Are people making money from that program? Or is it just a way to lure people in, take the money from them, and deliver nothing in return? Okay, now I'm showing you my Skype screen because this just happened. So I thought, well, why don't I just record the screen here just to show you? And it doesn't matter because this guy is a scammer, right? Now he made a friend request. I accepted it. I didn't know who he was, but I get these requests fairly regularly, and you know, most of the time they're people that want to talk to me about internet marketing and maybe doing some business with me. So I just thought, I saw this name Kevin Flannery, and I thought, oh, this is another one of those people. So I readily and happily accepted his request. And I then just said, oh yeah, hi Kevin, after I accepted his request. And then all of a sudden I get this copy and pasted message here. Hello Willis. Well, there's a flag there. My name is Kim Willis, and anybody that calls me by my last name, usually they're from Africa, countries like that, because they seem to get mixed up with the names. What is the last name? How to address people, and they often address people by their last name. This, I believe, is from Africa. I haven't even bothered responding. In fact, I'm going to block him in a minute. But it's highly likely that he's from Africa. In fact, maybe I will. And he's basically spinning out a story here that, you know, I've tried to reach you on Skype. I've been in search of someone with the last name Willis. So when I saw you online, I was pushed to contact you and see how. Well, how did he just happen to see me online on Skype? Skype is not like that. It's not like there's this great big directory you can search through looking for all the Willises. Well, I guess it is if you type the word Willis in under the search thing up here. But to me, it's just implausible. Anyway, here we get to the scammy part. One late Peter Willis, a citizen of your country, had a fixed deposit with my bank in 2005 for 108 calendar months, valued at, is that 30 million United States dollars. You see how they don't get the grammar quite right when it should be United States dollars, or a real Westerner would just say US dollars or USD. They wouldn't say United States dollar, would they? The due amount for this deposit contract was last 22nd of January, I kicked this stupid thing, 2014. Sadly, Peter was among the death victims in the May 2006 earthquake disaster in Java. He was in Indonesia on a business trip, and that was how he met his end. My bank, blah, blah. You've probably had these sort of things before. I get email versions of this sort of thing regularly. And of course, they are always scams. And the only people that get sucked in by these things are the truly gullible. Now, I'm just to sort of play a game. How much do you need? Now, yeah, so yeah, so this is a scam. I'm betting that he's from Africa, or he could be from somewhere in Asia. But the run-ins that I've had in the past with these scammers is it's invariably been from Africa, Nigeria being one of the prominent countries there. Okay, now let's say you or I gave this guy some money, what are the chances that you are going to lose the money? The chances are 100%, aren't they? They're 100%. On the other hand, if you've researched a business, an affiliate program or something like that, and you've checked it out, you can see that they've got good products, you can see that other people are making money, and assuming that you're going into this without any prior experience, what are your chances of success? Or what are the chances that you will lose money? Let's look at it the other way. Well, the answer is I don't know completely, because I don't know what you're made of. It really is going to come down to you. It's not going to come down to the program, assuming that the program has produced profitable results for other people. But so yeah, it's a very hard one to answer, isn't it? If you're indolent, unmotivated, negative, you don't have a commercial mindset, poor work ethic, I guess the chances that you will lose money, assuming you give them money, are pretty close to 100%. So it's no different in that sense to an out-and-out scam like this thing. Look what he's got there. Can you contact me through my email address to enable me forward you more details of this transaction to your more understanding? See the English? What nationality are you? Okay, so let's say you didn't have any of the business attributes that you need to make any sort of a business, whether it's home business or otherwise, successful. We're saying that the chances that you will lose money are very high. Let's say it's 100%. Does that mean that program is also a scam? In other words, is just like this sort of thing? This Kevin Flannery, this mythical Kevin Flannery person using a photograph, as I say, what they do is they hijack other people's photos, and they invent a name, and then when you actually do some digging, you find when it gets to the point where you have to send the money, all of a sudden the money has to go to somewhere in Africa, right? It's in an African bank account. And then you ask them, well, why this African bank account? Oh, well, I've been stranded in Africa. I am actually an American, as I've told you previously, but I've been stranded in Africa here because of some blah, blah story. Okay, so is it the same thing? Is it the same thing? Is this the same as someone putting money into an affiliate marketing program and losing money with that? Is it the same thing? Does that mean they're both scams? But we tar them both with the same brush? I think any reasonable person would say no, it's not the same thing. It is definitely not the same thing, because the company had good products, they had a good track record, people were making money with the program, all right? Whereas with this, it's absolutely certain that you or I or whoever will lose money, and lose all of it. Okay, he says he's in Ireland. He's not in Ireland because, look, he can't even speak English properly, all right? So, yeah, so it is a scam. So they're not the same thing. That's the point I want to get to. They are not the same thing, are they? On the other hand, if you joined a company that had bogus products and no one was making money, maybe there were testimonials, but they're all fake. Now, I saw that last year, some money-making thing, and it turned out that the person behind it had hired actors to give testimonials, and and how we found that was that one of my colleagues, saw one of the persons, the person who was doing the testimonial, saw them on an actors agency register and got in touch with that person, and the whole thing then unraveled, found out that yeah, they were just actors for hire. They created these fake testimonials, these fake stories about, you know, I made $500,000 in my first 3 weeks and all this sort of rubbish. Okay, here we go. But I work here in United Arab Emirates, Dubai, right? All right, so he's from Ireland, but he just happens to work in Dubai. Plenty of scams coming out of Dubai, aren't there? What sort of work do you do? I'm just trying to draw him out. This is what I do for fun sometimes. I must have a sick mind. All right, so I just wanted to give you that little bit of a heads up. Won't waste much more time with this. I've got more important things to do. But yeah, I just wanted to give you the heads up on this, that if you join a legitimate program and you employ sound business strategies, you've got the help of a mentor, you've got the right personal attributes, which are absolutely critical for success. A good work ethic has got to be right up there. I don't know if it's number one, but it's getting close to number one. A great attitude, positive, can-do attitude, some self-belief. All of those things, all of those attributes are required. They're the sort of almost the, I was going to say assets, the internal assets, the intangible assets that you bring to the table. And all things being equal, the chances of you making money, as long as you've got a sprinkling of those sorts of attributes, and that you're joining a program that does deliver value products, etc., the chances of you making money shoot up markedly, very significantly. But if you didn't make any money from it, you still put in a lot of effort, does that still mean it's a scam? No, it doesn't. Not necessarily. If those other attributes were in place, you know, it had good products, as I said, offering value for end users, etc., that in my book is not a scam, whether or not you make money or you don't, you know. But as I said, you can improve your chances of success dramatically if you come into one of these programs with the right attitude. And please don't focus so much on the short term. Take a 6-month view, a 6-month plan. Don't expect to make much money in that first 6 months. If you do, you know, I've made great money early, but I always say to people, don't think that your result is going to be the same as mine, for the simple reason that my situation is different. I brought tangible assets to the table. I had a bit of a list, so I could send emails to that list, and I got some good results from that. I got some really good results from that. I also had a commercial mindset. I'd marketed some other products in the offline world in years past, and although I didn't know much, this is when I first started with internet marketing in 2006, I didn't know anything about internet marketing. Once somebody taught me how to generate leads, well, then I became quite effective at converting them. All right, so I already had some of those skill sets in place. If you come from a kind of a sheltered background and you haven't done that sort of thing before, well, it's going to take you longer to acquire those skills. All right, so that's why I say for most people, not all, but for most people, you're better off taking a 6-month view minimum. All right, 6 to 12 months really, but 6 months, and don't expect to make much money in that first 6 months. And if you do make some great money before the 6 months has elapsed, well, that's just one great big bonus for you. That's the icing on the cake. Whoopee, fantastic. But what if you don't make great money in the first 6 months? You're going to suck your thumb and sit in the corner and have a pity party? Or are you going to man up or woman up and say, well, that's okay, that's all part of, you know, getting a business established? And look, when you really look at it, a traditional business, very few traditional businesses are making money in their first 6 months. In fact, a lot of them don't even break even for a couple of years, because there's such so much money has been put into starting them up. And traditional businesses often have higher overhead than an online business, so there are just more costs involved. So more sales, more revenue has to be produced before you can even break even. So the fact that you can get an online business up and running and probably, if you basically do what we tell you to do, probably be breaking even or even showing quite a handy profit at the end of 6 months. To me, that's awesome, because I come from the old-fashioned traditional bricks and mortar world, and I know that's just unheard of. You just don't make money. You don't break even. You're not making a surplus. You're not making a profit in your first 6 months, not even in your first 12 months. So look, it's all good. I think the internet marketing space is a fantastic space to be in. It's a fantastic way to generate an income, but you've got to get your head right. You've absolutely got to get your head right. The last thing I want you to do is be involved with a scam. I've been scammed a few times, mainly in the offline world, but believe it or not, hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars just from one scam in the past. In fact, I'm writing a new book and I'm talking about that. But in the online world, I've lost hardly any money. So anyway, look, I'm rambling, but I just wanted to get that message out to you so that you know the difference between a scam and an opportunity. Only look for programs and opportunities that do work. Other people are making money in it, and providing you apply the right strategies with the right mindset and all the rest of it, chances are you'll do that. You'll make money as well. All right, this is Kim Willis. Bye for now.